Air quality affects us all, and Maurizia Chapman of the Fayetteville Area Metropolitan Planning Organization describes the way we as individuals can have an impact on improving the air we breathe.
Air quality is important because we breathe the air, and if we have polluted air, we have secondary damages. It's also important because of the trees and our crop system, and it's a quality of life indicator. In this area, one of the issues we've had in the past is ozone. There are different types of pollutants. Ozone is the one that we're mostly concerned with. When you have high ozone days, you run into the problem where individuals that are sensitive to certain triggers have issues going out. They have problems breathing. Children, because their lungs are smaller and because they breathe faster than we do, ingest more ozone. The elderlies, because of the problems with secondary upper respiratory issues. So individuals that exercise actually have to be careful on high ozone days because they ingest more of it. And like we've said in the past, the effects of ozone in the lungs are similar to what you would call a sunburn. It's like getting sunburned inside of yourself. So yes, we have to think about air quality and the environment we live in. One of the things we do all the time is we have an awareness type of campaign, which culminates with the air quality poster contest. We hold that every year for all elementary school children in our county. We have air quality stakeholders that were originally appointed by the Cumberland County Board of Commissioners, the representatives of the community, and the different jurisdictions that make up our county, interest groups and citizens, and they get together and look at how to further ways of trying to improve or maintain air quality in Cumberland County. Air quality has improved from the 2003 standards value of 0.087 parts per million of ozone to this past year's, the 2011 three-year average of 0.071 parts per million. Much of it was due to new regulations that were enacted by the Environmental Protection Agency and the state of North Carolina. But I really think that the Early Action Compact effort that took place in Cumberland County starting in 2002 has something to do with it. We discussed urban reforestation, we've had a tree planting efforts. There were some jurisdictions that actually adopted new regulations through their development. We also had campaigns where schools participated in the no idling sign for parents, even though the state has a no idling regulations for school buses. And so a little bit of all of these things helped achieve the standards that we have right now. Some of the things individuals can do to better the air, continuously participating in what we're doing, is when you go out shopping, make a plan. If you have to go to different places, just keep going to all those places before you go home. Don't just go back and forth. That's called trip chaining. If you turn off lights when you don't need them, that will use less power, which will not compromise the environment as much. Same thing with water conservation. Same thing with using a compact fluorescent lights instead of regular light bulbs. One other thing that you can do, keep your car tuned. And talking about cars, van pool, carpool, take the bus if you can, walk, bike if the infrastructure's there. Van pool is your local transportation planning office, which is very interested in air quality. We believe that children's education is important. So we go to places. Every year we're co-sponsors of the Green Night that the Swamp Dogs have. We're out there with booths and several information on air quality and other things. But children are very important. After all, they're the ones that get mostly affected by the quality of our air now and in the future. So we always try and inform them as much as we can. As we know, like my children did, Mommy, turn the light off. Mommy, don't drive so fast. and let's go and carpool, take the children. So that's important to me.